Hey guys, welcome to another comic book haul. These are books that I have found in the past at different places, comic book stores, regular bookstores, or like half price books, places like that. And these are all books that I found in dollar bins. Now, a few of these books to start off, I got for a dollar, but they were actually I got them from my wife's sister's boyfriend, who has some comics, and he had stopped collecting a while back, and had some books, had some X-Men books that he actually just sold to me for a dollar each. So I'll start off with those books. It's just the first three, but then the rest of them I found in other places in dollar bins. So, but yeah. So to start off, this issue here, Uncanny X-Men number 305. Got this one for $1. From my sister-in-law's boyfriend. Pretty awesome find. I think this one is a minor key. I think this might be the first appearance of the Phalanx, or the first cameo appearance of the Phalanx. So it's pretty cool that he had this one. On the back of it, Uncanny X-Men issue number 312. I think this one might be the first appearance of the Phalanx, but I'm not for certain on that. It's one of those early appearances, but he also had that one too, and I got this one for $1 from him as well. And the last one to show you guys that I got from him was this issue here, Uncanny X-Men number 306. And I think this one is also a key as well, first appearance, but I can't remember who it is exactly. But he had these issues, and he had some other ones that I also picked up from him as well, but those I think I've already flipped. So one of those being the first cover appearance of Mr. Sinister. So that one I flipped and made a little bit of a profit on it. So, and it was a little banged up. So, but anyways, but these three issues I kept in my PC. Those are pretty cool to offer me these books, knowing that I'm a collector, and he didn't really collect anymore, and he was moving at the time and was trying to get rid of some stuff. So I was happy to take these three books off his hands. All right, so the next books to show you guys are just books that I found in dollar bins. So, and these are mostly Marvel, but some Image books. So, so the first one to show you is I found this Bloodshot issue number 0. This is the foil edition of the book. I think I found this at the Bedrock City Comics in Clear Lake a while back. I think it was $1. So pretty awesome find there. Bloodshot number 0. This is like from 93, I believe, 1993. Next one to show y'all that I found at that same Bedrock City Comics in their dollar bin. Found this Death Blow issue number 8. Just a beautiful Jim Lee cover. I don't really collect Death Blow too much, especially around that time when this came out in the 90s, but I do collect Jim Lee, and just a super awesome Jim Lee cover for $1. They don't have too many dollar bins there at that Bedrock City in Clear Lake, but they have a few long and short boxes. But when I go through them just to see if they have anything that I can find, and this was there. So pretty cool find there. Awesome Jim Lee cover. And here's another Death Blow book that I found. This is issue number 9, and also another Jim Lee issue. Just super awesome. I think I found this book in a dollar bin at the Arkham City Comics a while back. Maybe last year, I think. The one in Arkham Comics in Pearland, Texas. So, yep, it was in great shape. So for $1, definitely picking up that Jim Lee goodness there. And another Image book I found at the same time, actually, of finding that last Death Blow book I just showed you guys. Found this Prophet issue number 1. I think this is from like 1993, around there. Just an awesome Rob Liefeld. That's a Liefeld Panosian cover. Pretty cool find for $1. Actually, I found another copy of this book there too as well, but this one was the better, and I've kept the better of the two. The other one was a little dinged up on the spine, so I've already flipped that one. So, but I kept this one, the better shaped one. So obviously, so I was a huge Prophet fan, still a huge Liefeld fan of his stuff then and now. So definitely had to add that to the PC for $1. And here is a copy of Youngbloods issue number 2, more Rob Liefeld business. This is actually the first appearance of Prophet, and I actually own 3 other copies of this book. I own 2 other copies of the green Youngblood logo, and then one of them I have the pink logo. This one, I think I had found this at a bookstore in Galveston, Texas, a few years back or so. It was called the Galveston Bookshop. So this was my first find of this. But again, I'm just now and then I'm a huge Liefeld fan and a huge fan of this character, so I had to add this book to my collection for $1. Pretty awesome. And as I showed in another haul, this is another copy of this book I own. This is Bishop issue number 1. This is like issue number 1 from his first miniseries. And another haul, I showed this book, and that one I found at Half Price Books for 50 cents. But this one I found at the Dimensions Comics in LaPorte, Texas, and was in their dollar bin. And so just another awesome find to add to my collection. I've got 2 copies of this book now, and this one, it's got a slight crease on the spine, but I was happy to find another copy of it. Bishop's one of my favorite X-Men, one of my favorite characters overall, and all time, so I was happy to find another copy of this book. And a couple of more X-Men books here. This also features Bishop on the cover. This is X-Men issue number 8. Just more Jim Lee goodness there. This one I think I found at the Arkham City Comics in Pearland, Texas, a few years back or so. This one's actually the newsstand. Just love that cover. and actually found another copy of this book as well. Also another newsstand. And this one, I think I found it at Half Price Books. So I was definitely happy to add another newsstand copy to my collection. So I got 2 newsstands, so pretty awesome. And this one is a key, a minor key. Can't remember what her name is, but Belladonna, I believe, was the first appearance. I'm not really sure of it. And another book to show you guys is this X-Men issue number 10. Just more Jim Lee goodness. And I found this at the same time I found that X-Men issue number 8 newsstand that I just showed you guys a couple of books back here. I was happy to find this one too. This is also the newsstand of this book, so pretty awesome find there. Beautiful cover, long shot. And another dollar book to show y'all. I found this Morbius, the Living Vampire versus Spider-Man, issue number 3. I think I found this at the Dimensions Comics in Pearland, Texas a while back. And actually I found 2 copies of it. So I kept one for myself and I gave the other one to my son because my son's a big Spider-Man fan. So I was happy to find this one. I know there's a newsstand version of it, so I'm keeping my eyes and ears peeled for the newsstand of this one, but I was pretty happy to find a couple of copies of this book for $1 each there. Awesome cover. Another dollar bin book I found was this Uncanny X-Men number 249. Some early, well, I know it's early, but I know it's some Mark Silvestri work there. And just an awesome cover I found for $1. And this was at the Dimensions Comics, and this was at the Dimensions Comics in LaPorte, Texas. So pretty awesome find for $1. Now this one I found, this X-Men issue number 1, X-Men Deluxe. Pretty awesome find. This one I found actually at a Goodwill in the Clear Lake, Webster, Texas area. So this was maybe 3-4 years ago, and we were doing some shopping next door, and then we just walked right over to the Goodwill, and it wasn't really looking for anything in particular, but I noticed they had comics and went through them. They had this book. So yeah, this was a good find. Actually, you know what? I think I have a copy of this book. I think I'm mistaken here. This one, that one I found at Goodwill was from another find on another comic book haul, but this one actually I found at the Dimensions Comics in LaPorte. So my bad, I was getting kind of mixed up on where I found them. Yeah, this one I found at the Dimensions Comics in LaPorte, Texas for $1. And this one has a little bit some more spine wear. The one I found at Goodwill was actually in fantastic shape, almost near mint. But for $1, I was definitely picking up this book. Second copy for sure. This is the first appearance of is it Nate Gray as X-Men? A whole part of that Apocalypse storyline too. Another book I found in the dollar bins was this Uncanny X-Men issue number 321, and I found this at the Dimensions Comics as well in LaPorte, Texas. And this was an awesome find because it was actually a newsstand of this book. So the X-Men Deluxe books, you know, any of them that you find in a newsstand. It's a little bit more rare, so this was definitely a hard to find book. So I was glad to find it for $1. Love that cover there. Cool newsstand find. Awesome. And another book that I found there at that Dimensions Comics. Well, these last two to show you. Just found this Uncanny X-Men number 346. Just a super cool, awesome Spider-Man versus Marrow there on the cover. I think that's a Joe Madureira cover. Awesome too. This is a newsstand as well. So I was very happy to find that one. And the last book to show you guys I found in the dollar bin at that Dimensions Comics was this X-Force Deadpool versus Cable cover. This is X-Force issue number 15. Now, I do own this book. I have another copy of it I found. I believe I have two other copies. I have a newsstand edition of this book, and I have a direct edition of this book. But what's special about this book and why I left it for the last is it was in the dollar bin, and it's got some wear to it. Let me take it out. So it's definitely, you know, a great reader copy for sure. But what's special about this book is that, and this was my first ever find of a book like this. This is the only one that I own. I'm hoping to find other ones out there. They're so hard to find, but this one actually has a double cover. So pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I didn't know it was a double cover until I got home and checked it out. So yeah, just super awesome find there. So, and actually the cover, the cover inside, the double cover is actually a little bit better shape than the outside cover of it. But yeah, so just you don't see those out in the wild too much, and so I wasn't expecting that's what it was until I got home and looked at it. So pretty sweet. Well, that's the last book to show you guys. These were books that I found in dollar bins at different places. So hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to post a comment, like, subscribe, and you know, stay tuned for some more comic hauls I'm gonna have for you guys. And again, thanks for watching.